Okay, welcome to the last part of inshallah last part of your lab number 11, and in this part we are going to find out the input and output impedances with the help of the formulas which you actually observe in your lab, your theory part, and we are going to be finding those with the help of theoretical procedures which we can use, right? So we have gone through the gains and everything. The only left element is your input and output impedances, right? And you know by theory that when you replace your entire model of transformer, sorry, of your transistor with your AC equivalent model, so if you want to find out the input impedance, this is the part where you stop looking, right? And this is the part which should be observed, and we observe the Zn from this side. So considering that there's resistance of your source is 0, okay, ideal scenario, so it would be the Z input impedance of your transistor would be AC, it's a common emitter amplifier जो है उसकी input impedance क्या बनेगी, that would be R1 parallel with R2 parallel with this element which we calculated in this part, right? That was Rn is equal to beta times Re naught, right? So it's the same beta times Re naught, right? But if there is an Re present here, we are going to consider it as well in this input impedance calculation, right? Okay, because when we are calculating the impedances, we consider the sources DC sources equivalent to 0, right? So यहाँ पे हम इसको bypass नहीं करेंगे, we would be taking Re plus Re naught, and we know that Re is 460 for this specific experiment, and we the model which we are actually using, and it's the third part. So 460, 1.7 is the RC, these two are 33 and 4.64, right? These are the capacitors, and we are in the third part of this lab. Okay, so R1 parallel with R naught parallel with beta times Re plus Re naught, right? So this is 33, 4.64 R2, and beta times, okay, beta, beta is a new element here. So Re is known for 460, and Re naught is something which we calculated in one of the previous slides. Okay, this was Re naught, which was 25 millivolts divided by IE, and it was equal to 6.544. 25 is actually the specified scenario of a diode, वहीं से आपका फार्मूला डिराइव हुआ है, ठीक है, जो आपकी थर्मल कंडीशंस की बेसिस पे एग्जिस्ट करता है. So that's all always fixed, right? Anyhow, let's come back to your beta. Okay, the left element is beta, and it's equal to IC divided by IB, and you know IC and IB because we calculated it in the first part, right? Okay, so that was your biasing part, right? DC biasing. So biasing is so much interlinked here, right? आप जब calculations करते हैं, so you need these values. This was your IB and this was your IC, 3.52 and 0.18, right? So you are going to use these two values to calculate your beta, right? अच्छा, जब when you multiply all of this, you get 9K, ठीक है. सो जब हम इन तीनों का पैरेलल इम्पिडेंस फाइंड आउट करेंगे, दैट वुड बी 2.8 किलो ओम्स, राइट? So this is your input impedance by calculation, and by observation, again by theoretical procedures and calculation, your output is equivalent to ZC, sorry, RC, and RC is 1.7 K, ठीक है. तो it means by theory our output impedance is 1.7, but we can find out with the help of the lab procedures. अच्छा, वो किस तरह होगा? You know by theory that your input impedance is 2.8 kilo ohms, right? But we also know that V in, when we apply a V in, that is equivalent to V signal, which this is your V signal, the voltage which is because normally होता है कि any non-ideal source doesn't actually provide the voltage, but there's a sum drop element. ठीक है, so we take the supplied voltage equivalent to V in. This is the sum drop resistance of your source and Vs. So V in is equal to V signal times Z in, which is the amplifier input impedance, times Z in divided by Rs plus Z in, right? और यहाँ से हम actually calculate कर सकते हैं अपना Z in, right? So we are going to produce this entire scenario in our lab, right? And इस formula को अगर आप थोड़ा सा modify करें तो ये आपका Z in जो है ये आपका आएगा Z in is equal to 3.77 milli divided by 5 milli, which is your actually, we are actually using a resistance of 1K here. Yes, Rx, which is Rs here. यहाँ पर हम उस सिनेरियो को प्रोड्यूस करने की we will be using Rx equal to 1 kilo ohm. ठीक है, so when we use this 1 kilo ohm resistance, और यहाँ से हम भी okay, let's do it ताकि आपको ज़्यादा क्लियर हो जाए. And I'm going to drop one of my source here, right? अच्छा, यहाँ पे हमने सिनेरियो प्रोड्यूस करना है. सो एंड आई नीड अ मल्टीमीटर हेयर जो कि वोल्टेज फाइंड करेगा आफ्टर योर सोर्स, राइट? Okay, this side is actually your V signal which you are applying a 5 millivolts, right? और जब आपके resistance के across drop होकर यहाँ पर आएगी, secondly it's an AC signal and we want to find out the voltage, right? So you are applying a 5 volts and you are getting a 3.776 volts, right? So this is the scenario which we are producing, which is actually equivalent to this scenario, right? So you can use this V in, which is actually 3 point, what was it? 3.77 millivolts, right? You're getting this divided by 5, which is actually produced with the help of your function generator, and 5 minus 3.77 into Rx, which we are using a 1K, is equivalent to roughly 3K. Okay, अगर आप इस फार्मूला को कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो फाइनली जो आपके पास रफली Z in या इनपुट इम्पिडेंस ऑफ द ट्रांजिस्टर आएगा, योर कॉमन एमिटर एम्पलीफायर आएगा, दैट वुड बी 3K. एंड व्हाट वाज the one which was calculated with the help of our formula, that was 2.8K. So we are kind of very close enough. ठीक है, so this is fine scenario. आप इस तरह rather than going through this procedure when you are in a lab or you have a set of equipment and you want to find it with the help of that equipment, so this is a very convenient formula and आप इसको match कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, okay, let's come to the last part, which is output impedance. And output impedance by our theory is equal to 1.7 kilo ohms, right? So what we are going to do is, first of all आपने remove करना है this RX resistor जो आपने previous part में add किए, and we are going to make our signal equivalent to 5 millivolts again with the frequency of 2.5 kilo ohms, right? And we are going to observe the output voltage unloaded, means you are not adding any RL, and then we will connect a resistance of 2.2 kilo ohms and we will again measure the output voltage, right? So both में जो difference आएगा, that would be the difference which we will be using to calculate our output impedance, right? So let's perform it in the lab part. We are going to remove this resistance. Fine. अच्छा, आपने इसको रिमूव करना है। द सिग्नल इज़ अगेन 5 मिली वोल्ट्स। यहाँ पर आपने क्या करना था, एक आर एल ऐड करना है जो कि अराउंड आपका होगा, दैट वाज 2.2 किलो ओम्स, राइट। सो ये आपका आर एल लोड है विच वी वुड बी चेंजिंग इट टू 2.2 किलो ओम्स, राइट, ठीक है। अच्छा, अब इसके साथ साथ व्हाट्स द लेफ्ट एलिमेंट, ठीक है। अब आपने यू आर कनेक्टिंग इट हेयर एंड टू द ग्राउंड, ठीक है। और ओके, इसको कनेक्ट करने से पहले हमने मेजर करनी थी आउटपुट वोल्टेज, देन with this RL, that part I forgot, ठीक है। मल्टीमीटर I have deleted, ठीक है। इसको हम यहाँ पे कनेक्ट कर देते हैं and to this part again, this is the AC signal, so move toward your AC and observe this voltage. It's 1.39, 1.37, 1.39, ओके 1.38, ठीक है। और 1.39 आप इसको रफली ले सकते हैं। मैं प्रीवियसली देयर वाज 1.37 एनी हाउ, ठीक है। यू कैन चेंज इट टू 1.38 और 1.39। ओके, व्हेन आई एम कनेक्टिंग माय RL, दिस पार्ट इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम। आपने यहाँ पर एक RL कनेक्ट कर देना है एंड विद द ग्राउंड, ठीक है। आफ्टर दैट and you will observe the change in your voltage. Now it's 805 millivolts, right? So with load and without load, ठीक है। without load you are getting 1.37 and with load you are getting 804 या 803 point something millivolts, right? तो इन दोनों को यूज़ करते हुए we will be finding our ZL इस फार्मूला के थ्रू, because VL across your ZL is equal to actually the total V out times RL divided by Z0 plus RL. When you rearrange it for only Z0, ठीक है, so you are going to get Z, that's Z0, I made Z0 or Z out, right? That's Z out, ठीक है। Z out is equal to ZL times V out divided by VL minus 1, right? So ZL is 2.2, V out divided by VL, जो अभी आपने with the help of your lab scenario आपने find out किया, this is VL and the previous one was without connecting any RL, that was V out, right? So using them all in this formula, finally the calculated out Z out is 1.55 K and आपने जो calculate किया था with the help of your theory प्रोसीजर, दैट वाज 1.7। सो ओके, थोड़ी बहुत आपकी एरर एग्जिस्ट करती है गेन में भी, इनपुट इम्पीडेंस में भी, आउटपुट में भी, बट क्लोजर एनफ जो आपकी थ्योरेटिकल प्रोसीजर्स हैं उनके क्लोज एनफ वैल्यूज़ आपको रिसीव हो रही हैं एवरी पार्ट में, राइट। सो this is one of the most lengthy lab, and lab number 13 is only the change of version, means ये आपकी common emitter थी and that is going to be common either base or collector, I'm not I will check it out and we will make the lab accordingly. Anyhow, this theory is something जो entirely यहाँ पर मैंने आपके लिए इस lab में perform की है. Yeah, I've compared your theory part with your actual lab performance part, but lab number 13 is the one in which you are going to do all the calculations and comparison, and that is going to have a specified weightage in your exams, right? So in this lab you can recheck all of these calculation and use them for your lab part. If you want to change them, all you're going to change is the DC voltage VCC, right? जब आप ये change करेंगे आपकी सारे जो biasing values हैं VC, VB, VE, all of them are going to be changed, right? And accordingly आपकी सारी calculations of gain and everything else is going to be varied. Don't drop it very much, you can use between 20 and 15, and इसको use करते हुए you can alter the values or the calculations which I have performed, right? Okay, this is the end of your lab number 11, and we are going to discuss the next lab in the same week, right? So anyhow, love is and good luck.